A good friend of mine was a member at Shady Oaks, where Ben Hogan hung his hat, and knew Mr. Hogan very well. In fact, actually had some business dealings with him in the oil field. So he asked if I'd like to come to Shady Oaks and have lunch with Mr. Hogan. And
Wow.
I had actually seen him a time or two at Colonial, but this particular meeting was different. I was going to actually get to have lunch with him, and we did. And like most everybody would know that actually got to be with him and get to spend a little time with him. Very kind, generous man, and just no doubt had an incredible presence about him, but could not have been nicer, kinder for a lunch get together. And I wasn't the guy that was asking him a lot of the about his career, golf, or this. We just had a nice, pleasant lunch in the company of a friend of mine, and that was about the extent of it. I really didn't get to spend that much time with him, not as much as I did with Mr. Nelson, but gosh, I feel privileged to have at least been able to have a moment of his time. Impressive individual. Oh, absolutely. I was nervous. I was totally intimidated. And, it didn't take, partly to the comment about being kind and generous, it didn't take long for him to make me feel most welcome at his club, Shady Oaks. And I couldn't even tell you what the conversation or what the hour or so held, but I do know that, you have to understand Mr. Hogan's whole story to maybe understand some of the hard persona and things that he was exposed to and dealt with as a professional. And he was as intense a competitor and player that not only was he maybe the most beautiful player, but gosh, he was so intense and such a hard line competitor that I think sometimes that was taken out to maybe speak to his life as a whole. And when you're in the public and you're under the eye of the scrutinizing world, media, what have you, you can be termed something that maybe you're really not behind the scenes or away from the what you do as in terms of a living. So I got to experience it, and I know a lot of other people that just cherish time with him. And he was an icon of our game, and I think nobody that's ever played the game professionally will ever know him anything other than kind of the man.